You see 3 ounces, sometimes you see 4 ounces. These are 8-ounce crab cakes filled with crab, amazing flavor. So exciting that they sold out the last time they were on the air, which was in February. This is the first time that they're back, and today you're getting easy pay. So let's go over and say hi to Richard Roman, who's here to tell us all about the great gourmet colossal crab cakes. Nice to see you as always. Always a pleasure.
Mwah. Good to see you.
I can't wait to learn more about these. I mean, first of all, these are huge.
That's a half pound.
It's a half pound crab cake, and I have to tell you, already that choice where you can get either 8 or 16 crab cakes, the 16 assortment is already getting limited. It is a buy more and save of $32, and you can see here, I mean, just the difference. What is this, 3 ounces?
That's your typical 3-ounce crab cake that you would go to the store and get. This is a full 8 ounces.
Look at that.
And it's to fill the entree, fill the center of the plate entree portion. This could be a $40 to $45 entree at a restaurant if you went out to it. But it's not just about the size, Jill. It's about the quality too. Great Gourmet prides itself on getting the best ingredients, and they're based on the eastern shore of Maryland.
Yeah.
And if there's one thing Maryland knows,
crab.
they know crab, right?
They know crab.
So when you break into this beautiful, gorgeous crab cake, you get this delicate crab meat, okay? Flavorful, wonderful, but also the thing I love about this recipe is that it doesn't mask the flavor of the crab, okay? So we've used a very delicate recipe that they've developed at Great Gourmet, so it highlights the crab. Crab is such a special ingredient that you want it to shine, and that's what I love about these crab cakes, but they're just absolutely huge. They fill up this entire plate. You can see it actually falling off the plate.
Well, even when you order a crab cake dinner and they give you 2 crab cakes, I still don't think you're getting a total of 8 ounces the way you're getting with one of these. So, I mean, for a lot of you, frankly, you might be able to split one of these crab cakes, and the 8 count might turn actually into 16 servings.
That's right.
Or again, if you like to do a crab cake on a Caesar salad, cook it up, take half of it, do it on your Caesar salad one night, make a little crab cake sandwich from it the next night. I mean, you can really extend the use of these and the amount that you're getting.
That's
because 8 ounces is a lot.
It is, and that's what I love about it. We talked about it before. They come frozen, so if you want to take one out,
by the way,
please taste it. If you want to take one out, if you want to take 2, you want to have a dinner for 4, or if you just want to put out, you know, for this Easter, talk about the ultimate thing to put on the table. How about put out a platter of these crab cakes and use them as an appetizer, or put them side by side with one of those beautiful prime ribs from Kansas City. You have the perfect little surf and turf. But again, it's a full 8 ounces, and I talked about it before. If you're somebody who's picking up the 16, imagine this is 8 pounds. 8 pounds of crab cake. Think about that. And it's, again, delicate, gorgeous crab meat, just bursting with flavor, light, delicate seasonings, and that's what I love about it, because it's such a sweet taste, the crab meat. And one of the things I love reading about in the reviews online is some of the people from Maryland who are very picky about their crab cakes, as they should be,
because if anybody's going to write a review, good or bad, about a crab cake, it's somebody from Maryland.
And to hear them rave about them, it just makes me smile, because you know, crab as a former restaurateur and chef is one of those ingredients you have to treat the right way.
Right.
But again, it's something you can.
These really are delicious.
Oh, I mean, there's
the
a moisture.
The flavor's great, and while there's some binder holding it together, it's not overly bready. It's almost creamy.
Yeah, and that's.
You know what I mean? I mean, it's really delicate and flavorful. The balance is really delicious.
That's why I love them. We recommend putting them in a hot oven so you get that little golden brown on the outside, but then it's got that moist interior. I'm glad you mentioned that, because there's a couple little ingredients, one of which adds that really nice kind of delicate, sweet moisture to it. That's a little different than most crab cakes, and that's why I love this recipe.
As you can see here, it's great. I love all the examples that are over there on how to use a crab cake. I mean, I love it as doing like a crab cake Benedict, right? For breakfast, or put it on an English muffin. I love doing it on top of a salad. I think now that the temperatures hopefully will start warming
Spring
up.
is here, I hope.
Right? You know, and you want to make some salads, you want to sit outside, and what are you going to sort of have as your protein in the salad? How great to rely on these crab cakes.
No, and I love it. You know, crab is such for me, it's like a lovely spring food. But I just want to show you again, Jill, because to really understand the size of this crab cake and what you're getting, and you're really making a statement for your guests. Here is the typical 3-ounce crab cake, okay, you would buy at the store. Okay, if you compare it to the Great Gourmet, I mean, if you can just see it, I mean, just the depth and the size of this, it's so much different. So you're putting this onto a plate, onto the table for your guests. And one thing you find with crab cakes, especially delicious ones like these, people always are wanting for more. Well, with an 8-ounce center of the plate crab cake, you're going to get as much as you need, and the people aren't going to want for more.
Well, I do encourage you to go read the reviews on these on QVC.com, because there are some stellar 5-star reviews on these crab cakes. There is no bigger crab cake that we offer on QVC. Look at the amount of crab here, and this is a mixture of the jumbo jumbo lump
Yep.
and the kind of the back meat,
Yep,
because
that's right.
that's really filled with flavor.
That has a lot of flavor, and that's why I love this recipe, because it's bringing both of those different flavor profiles to the crab meat. And again, this delicate recipe, just a little bit of seasonings, just to highlight the crab meat, so you really bring out that sweet, delicate crab flavor, and that's what makes crab cakes so special.
These sold out when they were on the air back in February. Takes us a while to be able to get these back in stock.
Yep.
So they are back now in time for Easter, or maybe a brunch, or gosh, maybe there's a special occasion coming up in the month of April. Think ahead to Mother's Day. I can keep these in my freezer for how long?
For up to a year.
Nice.
And I love the way they come. Like I said, they're cryovac when you get them. When you open the bag, it's a resealable bag. So if you want to take one, you want to take two, four, no matter what you're doing, if you're entertaining a lot or just yourself, you can take out as you need, defrost them, put them in the oven, they're ready to go in about 25 minutes.
The big deal about these being back on the air is not just that they are back after selling out, but they're also on Easy Pay. So I love the fact that, you know, this is a little bit more of an expensive item, certainly, but now that you have that Easy Pay, it helps you spread out those payments. I would also suggest this is a great bill to, ship to item. Don't know what to send your dad? Here's a great gift idea. Want to send something special to your mom for Mother's Day? Here's what you can send her. You know your daughter's hosting Easter and she's freaking out about what she's going to serve to all those people? Send her some crab cakes to make her life a little bit easier. And one of those items that I think once you try this quality, and frankly, Great Gourmet has become an excellent collection of crab cakes here at QVC, but this is really like the heart of their recipe, the most simplistic flavors, what the true crab cake lover really loves in these colossal sizes.
It is. Again, you can see this is a pretty large plate I'm holding here, Jill. It's filling the entire
Yes.
plate with the crab meat. I mean, it is literally overflowing, and that's because it's a full 8 ounces, a half pound, and again, that delicate sweet flavor that you want in a crab cake, inspired by the Eastern Shore of Maryland, Great Gourmet is, and this is where the best crab cakes come from.
I know you talked about how to prepare those, but cover that for everybody again.
Sure.
Am I doing it from frozen?
No, actually, I recommend you'd like to defrost them,
Okay.
because then when you put them in a hot oven, I recommend a 425 oven. As a chef, I like to get that nice brown outer crust so that it gets a little crispy on the outside, but then you still maintain that moist, delicate interior. So for about 15, 20 minutes at a high oven temperature.
Great.
But defrost them for about 20 minutes at room
So good.
temperature or in your microwave if you're in a little bit of a rush.
Let me just tell you where we are with these, because we can't bring in a lot of them. We started with over 600 of these. There's only 150 left in the 8 count, and only a few dozen in the 16 count. So remember that 16 count, you're getting double the amount of crab cakes, but it's not for double the price. If it was double the price, it would be $262. We're actually saving you $32 by doing that buy more and save. So it's a nice opportunity if you know you love crab cakes, if people in your family love it, if you've always thought, I think I'll try making crab cakes, and then it didn't go so well, here's your opportunity to have Great Gourmet make them for you. Delicious ingredients, fresh crab, that true Eastern Maryland crab cake flavor.
It is, and you know what, like I said before, if you went out to a nice restaurant and you ordered a crab cake like this, which I'd be surprised if you'd even get one that big.
Yeah, no way.
You're talking a $40 to $45 entree, so if you have 4 guests over, you just served a $200
Right,
meal basically for your guests.
Isn't that
and have
nice?
delicious crab cakes.
Well, stay on the line if you're dialing in, because these are becoming limited. They sold out in February. Now they're on Easy Pay and they're back. Oh, here's Dan.
Yes.
Would you like a bite?
You're gonna try some?
Yeah.
Is there a fork
Nobody's
somewhere?
eaten